I always take a sip of the tea, like right as it's coming on. So, hello, good evening. Good to be with you tonight. Happy Monday, happy summer. Those of you that just maybe feel like summer just started, like me, some of you are like, summer has been happening for a while. But I have been teaching virtually and just ended my school year. So my summer, first summer day with my kids and, hanging out with them was today. So summer feels like it just started today for me. I don't know about you, but happy summer, happy Monday. Glad you're here for our Monday Mom Chat. I hope you got comfy like me and grabbed a tea or your favorite beverage. So we can just relax and hang out and do some learning together, make new friends. We are real casual around here. Everybody's welcome, and yeah, we're glad you're here, or maybe watching on the replay. So if you are here joining tonight or watching on our replay later, will you just tell us in the comments where you're watching from? We know we have lots of people that are local to where we are located, and also, people all over the place. So will you comment, say, where are you watching from tonight? And I want to just jump in tonight and ask you a couple of questions, things to think about as we get started with our Monday Mom Chat. So as we start talking tonight, I want you to think about and tell me in the comments if you're willing to share if you are looking for ways to keep your kids entertained this summer. So maybe first day with your kids today, summertime like me, or maybe you've been doing it for a couple weeks, or maybe you do it all the time. But are you looking for ways to help entertain your kids this summer? I know, a lot of families that looks different for everybody, and some parents are like, yes, I can't wait for all those summer days with my kids home from school. And other families feel overwhelmed, like it's a lot of pressure to figure out a way to entertain them and in a valuable way for the whole summer. So are you looking for ways to entertain your kids this summer? My second question is, are you worried about summer learning loss? So we don't love that phrase because there's so much value in all the kinds of different ways that our kids are learning. But the reality is we get asked that question a lot, and a lot of parents are talking about that probably this year more than ever. But are you worried about your kids, not having that regular learning throughout the summer, or it looking different, or even like them being behind in terms of reading or writing with coming off of a weird year? Again, we know this year has looked different for everybody, whether you were learning virtually or in person or hybrid or homeschooling or whatever it looked like for you. We can all say this year has been weird, and we've heard a lot of families saying like, we want to make sure our kids are on track. So my second question was just, are you worried about what does learning look like for your kids this summer and going into next school year, and are they on track, and how do we make sure that we prevent that summer learning loss? If you answered yes to one or both of those questions, you're in good company, because so many families are asking themselves those questions, including us, you guys. Truly, like, we're here in it with you. So we've got your back. That's why we're here. We want to serve you and talk about ways to maybe jump in and try to problem solve some of those questions that many of us are asking ourselves. So if you are here for the first time, I am Katie, and I am one of the literacy ladies. That's our business name. Krista is the other literacy lady. We founded the Literacy Camp. So maybe you're watching here on our Literacy Camp page. We share it on our other pages as well, and in our parent group. If you haven't joined us in our parent Facebook group, it's an awesome place to be. You can just type in the Literacy Ladies for parents of elementary kids. So maybe you're watching there, but we're the founders of the Literacy Camp. We are teachers and mamas and best friends who walked through years of infertility together and taught together and got our masters in literacy together, and have a passion truly just for helping parents as you help your kids learn. We want to make an impact with kids learning, and one of the best ways to do that is to help support parents. It is not an easy job being a parent these days, or any time, right? And we all just want what's best for our kids. So we want to be a part of your village and helping you as you help your kids learn. So that's what we do. We're glad that you're here. If you haven't picked up our free parent guide, that's one really great way to get to know us and get to know what we offer. It's completely free. It's like all of our best secrets, tips that we poured into one document that we give to families for free. It's called 9 Steps to Keep Your Kids Busy and Learning While You Work. Maybe you've seen it around. Truly, it is for the working mom or the stay-at-home mom or the homeschool mom or dads or grandmas or caretakers or anybody. It's just all of our best tips to support you as you help your kids learn and encourage independence so that they're learning hopefully in an independent way, because your hands are always full and we get that. So if you haven't grabbed that free parent guide, go grab that right away. That's a really great way to get to know some of the tips that we offer, and they're all in a, Krista makes everything look beautiful. So really cute little organized document. You can print it off, hang it on your fridge. You've got all the tips for all summer long or beyond, and it's completely free. So I'll put the link to that in our comments here tonight, and also in the description if you're watching maybe later on YouTube or something. So I'm getting that low battery message. Anybody else? Like, guilty of that all the time. We're good. It's gonna last for us. So, all right, so tonight, let's get to the point. Tonight we are here to share with you 4 ways to help keep your kids learning this summer. So if we talked about those questions, how do we keep our kids busy this summer, entertained all summer long, now that they're home from school, and then also how do we make sure that they don't have that summer learning loss, or that they catch up if they're already behind, or maybe just get on the right track to get caught up. So either way, we want to help answer some of those questions for you tonight. We're going to give you 4 ways to keep your kids learning this summer. We would love to hear from you, so tell us in the comments if these are some things that you're already doing or you're planning to do, or tag a friend if you want to share a good idea with someone else. I know I talk fast. I like to never waste your time, so I'm going to throw ideas at you quickly. Here's the first one. No brainer, I know, but really, read every day. So read with your kids every day. We know everybody's life looks different, and so that might look different for everybody, right? But make sure your kids, I should say, are reading every day. Whether you have emergent readers, they're 3 years old and you just need them flipping through the pages of books, or you have, independent readers, 3rd graders, 4th graders. Truly, this applies to everyone. Our first tip for the summer, read to your kids every single day, or get them reading every single day. So whether that is you reading out loud to them during bedtime, or having audiobooks playing at breakfast, or them having a little book bin of all their favorite books that they can read independently, or even watching videos on Storyline online of people reading books to them. But as long as they are reading or being read to every single day, absolute best thing that you could do to have your kids continue their learning this summer. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly. Number 2, have your kids writing often throughout the summer, and writing in authentic ways. So often parents, we hear parents say a lot that, oh yeah, my kid likes reading, but they don't like to write. And so one of the best ways to encourage writing is, or getting them to like writing or get better at writing, is to get them to write often, right? So we have to write a lot to become better writers. We tell students that all the time. And one nice way to kind of encourage maybe even reluctant writers is to get them writing in authentic ways. So ways that are fun, or ways that are real. So they're writing thank you notes to the neighbor, or they're writing I miss you letters to grandma, or they are making a list of things that they want to do this summer, or books they want to read, or places they want to visit, the neighborhood parks, or whatever it is. But getting them to just pen to paper on a regular basis, and in ways that are authentic, and also maybe ways that are just like outside of the box or fun. Give them a story starter and have them finish the story, or a different writing prompt that's already written on a piece of paper that's at the breakfast table when they sit down that says, today I wish I could, or whatever it is that you make up. But just getting them started and having writing become something that's authentic and fun will really, really impact your kids if you get them doing that this summer. So are you ready for number 3? Anybody want to say hi? Tell us, are you already reading and writing with your kids this summer? Is it easy? I would love to hear too. Or do you feel like it's like pulling teeth to get those kiddos to read and write in the summertime? I see a few people here. Maybe I can't see. Yeah, I guess I don't have my comments up, but I'll jump in and look at them later. But we would love to have you share that with us. So here we go. Number 3, ways to keep your kids learning this summer. Number 3 is make time for them to be creative on a weekly basis. So a way that keeps like the learning fun, and maybe that looks different again for every family. Maybe for you guys that looks like, gathering materials for them to make a peanut butter bird feeder and get really creative and fun and use, make something that they'll actually use, that put in the yard and observe. Or maybe that is just throwing some sidewalk chalk in a bowl. Does anybody else, like, whose sidewalk chalk box actually stays together? Anybody? Mine, it falls apart every time. I just dump that sidewalk chalk right in a bowl and it lives in the garage. So anyways, side note. Maybe the creative activity is just sidewalk chalk in the bowl, on the driveway, and on the sidewalk, in the backyard, in the patio, and letting them choose how they want to use that. But giving them an outlet for creativity throughout the summer is going to inspire learning, okay? Number 4, encourage them to follow their learning interests. So doesn't have to be a lot of work here, but getting kids to learn in the summertime about things that they're really interested in makes a long-term impact in so many ways that we could dig deeper into later. But getting them to learn in ways that they are, or about topics that they're interested in. So for your family, maybe that means taking a virtual field trip or a real field trip, or going to the zoo or a space museum, or a butterfly house or an aquarium. And we know everybody has those things nearby or wants to pay for them or is able to, but a lot of them are available virtually online for free. So however that looks like for you, going to a nearby park if they're interested in looking at plants, I don't know, whatever your kid's into, encouraging them to follow that interest in a way that they are learning about it and feeling like that learning matters is our 4th tip for keeping your kids learning this summer. So real quick, reading every single day, getting them to write often. Number 3 was giving them an opportunity to be creative. So whether that's making projects or just coloring or whatever it is on a weekly basis throughout the summer. And number 4, encouraging them to learn about things that interest them. Those are our 4 tips, truly, you guys, that make the biggest impact. Maybe they seem like big ideas and not like concrete, do this exact thing, but they're the things that get kids to love learning. They get them to invest in being readers and being writers and caring about school and liking school. And those are the things that make the long-term impact and help them to be ready to go into school in the fall. So it takes the pressure off of, I have to make sure my kid has all of these skills before school starts in the fall, but instead helping invest in them as learners and making sure that they love reading and they love writing and they're doing it regularly and they think that it's fun, and that makes the greatest impact when school starts again in the fall. So those 4 tips we hope are super helpful to you. Truly, if you are thinking of those things and thinking, oh my goodness, that sounds like a lot of work, or I'm gonna squeeze those things in, or sure, that works for you, but I don't have time to come up with creative ways for them to learn each week. Don't worry, because we've done it for you. Truly, you guys, we did this because we care about families and students, and you're here watching probably on our Literacy Camp page that the Literacy Camp is our dream. It's a place that we created for kids to learn and grow in the summertime and to feel like learning is fun, and we love it. And so this year we've created the Literacy Camp at Home experience because we wanted to serve more families and in a more flexible way and meet everybody's needs kind of no matter where you are right now. So we've done all those things for you, and we put together that Literacy Camp at Home experience, virtual literacy camp for you to grab, and we're gonna make sure that all of those things happen and you don't have to come up with any of the work. We already did it for you. Makes life easier, we hope, and truly makes learning really fun for your family. So the biggest question that we've been getting about virtual literacy camp, you guys, is like, to put it really simple, like, what is it, right? Even from our families that have come to literacy camp and they love it, they're like, what does it mean that we have virtual literacy camp? Or what is this literacy camp at home? What am I getting exactly? So, of course, we detailed it for you on our website, but I just wanted to give you like a little overview and answer some of those questions for you and give you a chance to ask questions too. I do have my comments turned on now, so I can answer your questions for you as well, and I would love to do that. So this is what this is, you guys. If you go grab the Literacy Camp at Home experience, this is what you're getting. Over 20 videos that we have created for you and your kids to learn at home that are going to tackle all those things we just talked about. So reading videos, you got 5 reading videos where we're reading to them. So we picked out books that we're going to share with them. We're going to talk about vocabulary. We're going to give them reading strategies. It's differentiated and approachable. which basically just means it's designed to be K through 5th grade. So no matter where your kid is, or if your kids watch as a family or watch together, we're gonna meet them where they are. And then when those reading videos are complete and we've given them some skills, then we ask them to read independently. So we encourage them to do that independent reading time, where no matter whether they're just looking at books and doing a picture walk because they can't read yet, or they're reading chapter books that are way more complex, they're still able to apply the skills that we just gave them in those reading videos, and they are not boring, right? We have designed them to be, I have to say, I had to get like real silly for some of these, but the point is we wanted them to be like it was literacy camp. We want them to be fun. We want them to laugh. We want kids to watch them like, you know, with eyes, like they're engaged. And so that's how we design them to be. So you get 5 of those reading videos, 5 writing lesson videos. So very similar. All of them come with writing prompts where we give them like silly ways to start writing, and there's a timer up and they write actually while they're watching. So this is not like just sit and zone out screen time. It's active learning. That's what it's designed to be. So 5 writing videos where we get them writing during the video, and then again we give them approachable, fun content strategies for them to do their own independent writing and encourage them to do that. So when that video ends, they're encouraged to get their paper and their writing materials and color and try out the things that we just taught them in the writing lesson as well. And again, it's designed K through 5th. So wherever they are, if they're writing long stories and stapling pages together, or they are just drawing pictures and labeling the words, it's gonna match and meet your kids no matter what level of writer they are, or whether they come into it already liking to read or write. We're gonna make sure that it matches up with those kids and helps them wherever they are as well. Okay, then you get 5 hands-on project videos. So those are the fun videos where we've planned all the creative stuff for you. You do get a really short, easy, cheap supply list ahead of time. It's optional if you want to do your own thing. That's, of course, it's fine. It's your content. But we chose things that we thought would be fun projects for your kids. So as they're watching, we do step-by-step directions and they do the projects right along with us. But again, you've got a supply list that's super easy, cheap. It's mostly things that you already have in your house is what our goal was there. So when your kids sit down to do the Literacy Camp at Home experience, we want you to feel like all you really need are some books for them to read, something for them to write on, and Wi-Fi. Okay, so that's really all you need, but we do give a little supply list of ways to make it more fun and do these hands-on projects with us if you want to pick up, you know, couple pipe cleaners, that kind of thing too. Okay, then where am I? 5 introduction videos. So they're like videos for each day of your literacy camp at home that are just designed to be fun and get them excited about the experience, excited about learning. So along with that, that's all content that comes with your literacy camp at home. On top of that, we have given you a schedule. So this is maybe the thing that also helps provide clarity for people a lot. But with your Literacy Camp at Home purchase, you get a PDF schedule. It's also digital, of course, that shows you how to lay out Literacy Camp at Home for a week. So if you want to do it in that format, which a lot of families told us that they did and loved, you can totally follow the schedule. We lay it completely out for you so you don't have to think about anything. It even has all your fun like breakfast ideas and recipes and learning lunch ideas and snack ideas and video links that you click on for things for them to watch that's fun learning or listen to that is fun music while they are while they're doing their snacks and breakfast and that kind of thing. And it has additional extension ideas in the schedule. So when the reading lesson is over, we've got an idea in there for you for them to build forts to read inside of that day. Again, all those things are optional. You can pick and choose, but a lot of families have loved the schedule. Inside of that schedule, we also are giving you a virtual field trip for every single day of that 1 week of content that we provide for you. So we picked out ways for you to tap into your kids' interests. So remember that tip number 4 I shared with you tonight was how to, or was just in general, to get your kids learning more about things that they are interested in. And so you also get that with the Literacy Camp at Home virtual experience this year, where we put in virtual field trips for you. The links are already all there. You just click on them. You don't have to search for anything on the internet or log in anywhere. And we know many of you have done that a lot this year already. We've made it as easy quickly as possible. We've even put in question ideas for each of the virtual field trips to get your kids thinking. So if they go to a field trip that's about space or one about butterflies, they can click on the link and do the fun learning and watch the videos, and then it has questions there that if they want to think about those things or write about those things or maybe read more about those things, they are able to do that. So we put ways in each of the days for your kids to find things that they're interested in and do more learning about that. We also have included printable activities that you can use to print off for your kids to do independently. You don't have to do those things. Again, if you're like, I don't have a printer, completely fine. You're gonna get a lot of value from watching the lessons. Your kids just being able to watch them and participate and read and write. That's totally fine, of course. But we wanted to give you as much value and be as helpful to you as possible. So we've also included plenty of things that you can print off for your kids to work on to extend all of the learning that they're getting from their literacy camp schedule and videos as well. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, you guys, that has so much content in there that we want to give to you. So here's the thing, you can follow that schedule. Again, I know I already said that, but you also don't have to. So maybe you print off that schedule and you put it on your fridge for the summer. And when you need something for your kids to do or to entertain them or to get them learning, or you need a fun idea and you don't want to think of it, you use it like a bingo board and you like choose the things off the schedule. Like, oh, there's the virtual field trip to the butterfly. Let's do this right now. Or, not even anything you have to click on. You just want to steal the ideas we put in there for fun snack ideas, lunch ideas, ways for your kids to be inspired to do some writing. So you can completely steer away from the schedule, and maybe you don't have time. You're thinking, I don't have one whole week where my kids are just going to be sitting and learning for, a whole day at home. That's totally fine. We've heard from some families that they're doing like one reading lesson a week and watching the videos, or they're maybe doing the fun writing lesson every Saturday morning. So it is customizable to meet your needs. So truly, when we designed it that way, we wanted you to feel confident if you grab our virtual literacy camp that your kids are learning this summer. They're not falling behind. They're excited about learning and they love learning. We want you to let go of the worry of like, am I doing enough? Did I make sure that my kids still learned this summer? We want to give that to you so that you know that that is happening. We want you to feel relieved that you didn't have to plan it out yourself, because hello, we are all have too much on our plates. For sure. So we want to be able to help each other out. And then we want you to feel supported by us. We want you to be a part of our literacy camp family and feel supported. So join our parent group, Facebook group, send us an email anytime if you have any questions or anything we can help you with. We are honored to be able to share the literacy camp with families everywhere and for it to be available for kids to learn in their homes and for families to use it in whatever way is convenient for them. And so, yeah, I hope that explanation helped you out so you kind of know what you're getting, but send us questions anytime. Here's the exciting news. It went live today. So it went live today. If you already purchased it, you have a link in your inbox so your kids can be learning and doing virtual literacy camp right now. And if you haven't, go grab it now, because then it's 1 week of content. But again, like I said, you can pick and choose and use it however you want, and you have access to it all summer. So they can watch things again, or you can spread it all out, but get it now so that you have access for your kids to have that learning all summer long. And we know that you're gonna love it. So it is available on our website. You can go to literacyLadies.net. I'll put the link in the comments here in the description as well to get you right to your virtual literacy camp page that gives you more information and the place that you can register. And we hope that you go grab it right away, you guys, right away. It's only $67. So you can get it and have all the fun learning and all the things we planned out for you for the entire summer. That 1 week of content, you can use it all summer long, however it works best for you. So I appreciate you listening. Thanks for those of you that have been hanging out with us here all night. I hope those 4 tips, even if you don't do virtual literacy camp, those 4 tips are helpful to you. Keep those kids reading all summer, and we'll be back here next Monday. So have a great night and happy reading.